but I will book the Runner's Almanac, and then I might, if there's time, read a poem from a new book in Spanish, El Bosque de Deleites Fratricidas. Seer was born in the pandemic, and it's looking beyond the pandemic. There are poems also here about my mother who passed away on the 25th of January 2024, and so I think of her as I've been reading from this book in this tour in California. Mother in Tongues. Mother has gone back to the kitchen where she needs 2 pounds of cardamom, a cup of cloves. She will make love cake again. This is Christmas in January, and she is visiting her daughter in California. Where are you, Mummy? In Templeton. Who am I? Indran. On Tuesday evening, her body burning, she began to speak in tongues to invoke the Holy Spirit. Taklata, taklata, taitata, taitata. We called 911. Ambulance and paramedics came, along with 2 fire trucks. I have become expert in friendships between these groups of first responders. In America, where more elements give security, jack up costs. In America, where we move to live, then die. America, taklata, taklata, taitata, taitata. Mother's wishes. I want 6 Eden Pure fans, 20 pounds of cashew nuts, $2,000 in cash, 1,000 of which to be given to the church for its annual appeal. I want you to write to your brother, have him call me. I need money, also a checkbook. I want to paint the patio, fix the carpet and the landing. I want to go to Lourdes. I would like every grandchild to keep receiving a birthday present every year from me. I want Babsi to get a little extra. I want Sissy to be given shares. I want Ravantha to have chocolates and nuts. And I want to powder my face at my own pace and without interruption. Now tell me, what can you do besides arguing for the other side? If someday somebody wants to write a little note on my tombstone, you can say, I want to powder my face with my own face. The Runner's Almanac came out also earlier last year, and it's a book where there's this walker who's walking, these 10,000 steps, and then this runner is inspiring the walk. I'll just read a couple of these poems as well. By the way, the Seer book, there's a copy here, but there are copies I'll be signing copies tomorrow at 11 o'clock at the Eagles booth at the DWP. The Runner's Almanac. The runner runs in my blood, in my mind and heart, feeds from light and water, wind and fire, recites recipes for food I prepare, dreams I inhabit, books I choose to bring to term. The runner is a sign in the sky, a voice inside the skin, a phrase in a poem. The runner carries 2 X chromosomes to my X and Y, but is not opposed, shares the enterprise. I listen to her advice of when to plant, how to find balance and leap ahead, how to create perennials to assure the food supply while experimenting with new lines. Strider, keenness of feeling, desire to speak overwhelming as I search for the right form to express overflowing need, to banish sleep, wake up running, dancing to Graceland, Aqualand, Lola, Yellow Submarine, and to you on the trail, sauntering in my sleep, then trilling in morning bird song, sporting rabbit ears keen for the almost silent step of the photographer before dashing off into the brush. Fawning deer, surprised by the string, drinking woodpecker, even stopping its relentless eating just for a minute as you run by, as you run this poem into a state of atonement, of salvation, of bliss, at the miracle of life popping out from the dark tangled interstices of melancholy where my heart had foundered until you whistled by, striding. And just a poem from this very new book, El Bosque de Deleites Fratricidas. And this you can find through Brill Editores, which is a press in Spain, but they distribute the book in the United States as well. So this poem is called La Última Fiesta, the last party. No hay otra opción, querido. Se ha ido. Acepta su partido y concéntrate en los seres amados que se quedan contigo en este planeta tan grande que abarca un sinfín de lenguas y de especies que a la vez están todas en vías de extinción. No hay nada nuevo en mi observación, pero nadie puede predecir el día de la muerte o del nacimiento, no conciencia exacta, y nadie puede decir por qué en esta mañana soleada de primavera, con los últimos cerezos rosados todavía en flor, y los conejos bailando en el pasto, y mi sangre templada por su fluir ininterrumpido, y con cierta calma en mi alma, veo de nuevo el camino, con ganas de seguir, sabiendo, aun cuando en el momento menos esperado me iré también a la fiesta imaginada. No tenemos más de Dios que este último encuentro donde mi amigo me espera. So, the última fiesta, you know, that when I met Deacon Opara, he told me about dropping all your ties to this world, you know, to your spouse, to your children, to your goods, to your work, and putting on the robes of a beggar and going off on the street and with a begging bowl and receiving food until you get to the magic the forest, and then you read, then you look for the magic butterfly. But when I met him, he was 81. I don't think he was ready for that magic butterfly. So he told me the story. He lived to 103 to 1917. I will read one poem from Poet Nampoa, Poet of the Poet, which I'm thinking a lot about Haiti these days, which is, of course, in terrible straits as we are too, but in Haiti, the people being internal refugees and people having to leave their homes, fleeing these gangs that are controlling much of the capital city. Think about the Haitians, because they are also being denied their temporary status here. Révolution Pensée. I'll read it in Creole and then my English translation. The English goes like this: a revolutionary thought overheard. My idea is not complicated, dear foreigner. Haiti is the center of the universe, and Creole the official language for all authorities, United Nations, International Criminal Court, for all kinds of crimes, and NASA as well, because, as you surmise, to fight future wars we will need codes that not everybody knows, which is why I'm leaving Creole with you, your call, as code language to explore space for new commands in war, dearest Haiti, great country, center of my head. Révolution Pensée. L'idée moins pas compliquée, mon cher blanc. Haïti, c'est son l'univers, puis langue créole, langue officielle pour toute autorité, Nations Unies, tribunal criminel international, sans n'importe quel crime. Et puis autorité dans ça, tout, parce que vous connaissez, pour laguer dans l'avenir, nous prenons besoin de code qui pas tout le monde connaît. C'est pour ça qu'on met créole à disposition nous, langue code, langue pour exploration espace, pour l'ordre laguer Haïti chéri, go pays mitan tête moins. And I think I will finish with a new poem, not in any of these books. And thank you very much for your attention and your time. This poem is called My Ring. The word was ripe on the vine last night, and the promises run true. I've stopped drinking wine and scotch, and I'm crying foul before added sugar and salt. And I walk off a few decades in miles every week, and my love's sweet and sure, it will not walk off with the moon or gaze on a distant ball of gas. I'm no longer starstruck. I eat oxygen and herbs, tomatoes and grass. I will not give the suitors a chance. I am here, my sail spotted in the harbour. Just a little longer, dear, before I walk through the gate and put on your shawl. I bring you one as well, made of every adventure, every jailing, every poem written on the high and low sea. No more wayfaring now, just these words, my ring, my bond. Thank you so much. And I have good feedback.